On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another SEC rival, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. Catches it inside his 20, chance to really gain some ground. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Seminoles. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And this center down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What can't you say about how dominant this guy has been each and every week? He's making a case for the Heisman Trophy. He's making a case for every major college football award. He's making a case to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's now his 20th sack of the season.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pressure coming. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Rucci. It's complete on the right side. On the sweet spin, and he's free. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot. And the pass is intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Throwing right. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Swings it out to the flat. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The back goes in motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Rucci. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Toss sweep to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the... Pulls it in inside the 10. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They move the tight end all over. Fakes his man out. Jumped on top of the pile. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Rucci. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Complete to the left. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Toss to the outside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Emmanuel. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Was made after the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
They'll go to the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Memphis! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it out fast. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A first down for the offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on second down. And they got him for the sack.
When we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one, they knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Comes out throwing on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Dropping back, it's Rucci. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Bringing it back, it's Stokes. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find it.
And the quarterback is snowed under. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper in plastic and sack.
And how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills. You saw it right there.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. The throw. Got his man on the right. Snowed under by the defense.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Rucci. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The offense will quickly use the timeout. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Going up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
To the air, it's Rucci. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We'll find out here.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had the last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They're going to run it.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on second down. Getting some heat. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the air, it's Rucci. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. They want to run it left here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got him in the flat. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one. For this running back being a factor in the pass game, that time they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for lots of yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Gets it to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Memphis 14, Florida State 7.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Rucci. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, no!
In the end zone.
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They run the reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. At the 45, on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been, playing with a chip on their shoulder all game long to shut him down.
Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the...
And it's caught inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
To the air, it's Rucci. Trying to get to him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll run it. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The option look. Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. Keeps the play going. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. first down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Wants to throw. It's Rucci. And the missed connection on third down.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Trying play action. The sure hands, it's Hunter. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go. Well, great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll throw it on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Looking downfield, it's Rucci. Now rolling to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.